A few thoughts about the difficulty of proving slip and fall cases in Maryland. Now, the law considers these cases that are commonly called in the industry slip and fall or trip and fall to come under the label of premises liability. Is the owner or possessor of real estate responsible for an injury that happens to someone while on those premises? A concept that is involved here is the status of the person on the property. So the most commonly seen status is that of an invitee, someone who is invited onto the premises, into the building for business purposes related to the business of the occupier or owner of that land. Think of someone going into a commercial establishment, a store or a restaurant. They are considered an invitee. Now, the duty that the owner or occupier of that building or land owes to that invitee is to protect from hazardous or unreasonably dangerous conditions that exist on the premises that the owner occupier knows of or should know of. So the duty here is to either warn the invitee that there's a dangerous or defective condition or to take affirmative steps to eliminate that dangerous or defective condition. And the standard here is what the owner or occupier of the land knows of or should know of. The first prong, actual knowledge, is almost impossible to prove in the typical premises liability case. There must be a demonstration by a preponderance of the evidence that the owner or an agent of the owner knew that something existed and failed to take any steps to remedy it. That's a pretty heavy burden, and frankly, that evidence doesn't exist in most cases. Evidence does exist in a lot of cases that it is something that the owner or occupier of the premises or their agent should have known of through the exercise of reasonable care. There's, of course, a duty to inspect, a duty to keep the premises safe. This element, unfortunately, is frequently ignored by judges and by finders of fact. The duty here is not one of actual knowledge, but what the law calls constructive knowledge. In this instance, we're dealing with a situation where someone does in fact not know that there's a dangerous or defective condition, but through the exercise of reasonable care and diligence should have found that dangerous and defective condition and should have done something to protect patrons of the business from the danger.